Hello and welcome to another Monday's live stream. I've got a very special guest today, Helen Nurse from Catcher One. Today we're going to be talking about how to maximise your visibility and engagement using WhatsApp and social media. And Helen, you are definitely the WhatsApp expert guru that I know and trust and would come to with all my WhatsApp questions. So welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Bex. Nice to see you.
And you. So for those that don't know us, I'm Bex. I'm from Social Media Executive. I'm a social media trainer, and I'm going to let Helen introduce herself as well because she'll give you a much better introduction than I will. But Helen, I've known Helen for a number of years now. She's one of our members of the Social Flock, which is our social media accountability group, and we were just having a chat. And I was like, Helen, you need to come on my live stream because WhatsApp is such a unknown opportunity for a lot of businesses when it comes to capturing people on social media and then bringing them onto WhatsApp. So Helen's got a great demonstration she's going to do, and she's going to share with us lots of tips and advice on how we can help to increase our visibility on social media using WhatsApp for our business. If you're watching this, please do give us a thumbs up and please do ask us any questions. If you are watching this live or on catch up, we will come back and answer those for you. So Helen, tell us who you are and tell us about WhatsApp as well, because it's not the normal WhatsApp we use, is it?
No, absolutely. Yeah. So so I run Catcher One, with digital agency. I've been running for 25 years, doing all kinds of media in the world of digital media. So I've got a lot of experience in the whole sort of technology, digital marketing arena. And WhatsApp's really our platform. It's really a specialised area of our work now. The majority of our business is helping our clients to use WhatsApp in a really engaging and successful way. And the reason that that's working for businesses right now, and the reason that most of our work now is in this arena, is because businesses need a new way to communicate and a new way to engage with relevance and to be helpful and to interact in a way that is genuinely useful to their audience. And whether that is new people or whether that is current people in their audience, current customers, past customers, the wider kind of people that they interact with, from right the way through from sort of lead gen through to converting clients, through to customer service, operations, improving customer experience, and then the all important retention. WhatsApp is really the channel where the most success is being seen in all of those areas. So it's really exciting. It's an exciting time to be using it as a platform.
It is. I think people are really responsive, aren't they? Because I know if you email a business, you're probably not going to get a response. Whereas now we're using WhatsApp, everyone's got it on the phones.
Yeah.
People are using it and reading it. And it's it's like a community, isn't it?
It is a community.
People are more responsive.
The key thing is when you're starting to use it as a business is using it in the right way.
Yeah.
Because a couple of the sort of questions I get a lot is, one is, is WhatsApp just going to become like email then and be really annoying? And am I going to just end up being annoyingly spamming people? They're the sort of the two concerns that businesses have with using WhatsApp. And the main thing is to understand, and it's like this in every area of marketing, to be honest. If you're a good marketer, you should be doing this anyway.
Yeah.
It's understanding the relevance of how you're using a channel and using it in a way that is genuinely helpful to the person that's going out to, and really intentional as well. So that's a word I use a lot, is being very intentional. So with WhatsApp, it's not about sending lots of messages. It's definitely not about quantity. It's about quality. And then it's about, once you get them into that initial message, engaging them and taking them through a chat sequence that is helpful to them, and then helps you to then deliver further follow-up conversations, immediate conversations as well, because let's not forget the beauty of WhatsApp is the immediacy. everyone wants stuff straight away. They want the knowledge, they want the information, they want the action now when they've decided they want it. And as a business, if you can capitalize on that, there's a statistic that is something like a business that is gets back to a potential customer within 5 minutes is 100 times more likely to convert them, which
Really?
is like huge.
Yeah. That's massive. Yeah.
Because once people are out of the, they've moved on, then often they've moved on mind, body, they're doing something else. You've lost that sort of hot window. So if you can capture them when they're in that moment of opportunity, which is what you can do with WhatsApp, then that magic lies.
Yeah. So within 5 minutes, you've got 100% better chance.
More. Yeah.
Exactly. That's amazing. And actually, I've been to a few webinars. I've seen how it works. But using it as a business is actually, you don't use the normal WhatsApp group because people go, oh yeah, I already use it for my business. But actually, it's a completely different platform, isn't it, that you've got to log into?
It is, which is you have to get your head around that first of all and kind of see it a bit differently, and then you start to see the opportunities with it. So as a sort of very basic broad brush, so you've got your WhatsApp personal, which is what we all use every day with friends, family, and also that's where you have your groups on. So groups and communities as well. There is a community side but that's all done as a generally that's within a personal account.
Yeah.
You've then got WhatsApp Business, which is a free app that as a business you can create a WhatsApp business account from your phone, and there's some basic functionality there that you can do, some basic automations. You can also have a couple of different users on it, that kind of thing, but it's kind of limited. It's that is, I would say, more relevant for maybe a tradesperson, a one-man band, someone who wants to separate their personal number from their business number and might want to have some automation, basic automation features, that kind of thing. But ultimately, they're still going to be answering personally, and they're not going to be having a volume of inquiries.
Okay.
Right. So WhatsApp Business works really well for those people.
Is that, can you still create groups and have group chats in there, or does it work differently?
No, there are some. So yes, there's some features that you can use, like you would use on a personal WhatsApp account, and you can create communities and things like that. So yes, you can still do essentially WhatsApp Business is like WhatsApp Personal with some extra bells and whistles and the ability to separate your business and your personal number. So that's the kind of the essentials there. And then you've got the third element, which is where we come in the area that we work predominantly in, which is WhatsApp Business API. And that basically sits within the Meta Business Suite. So obviously WhatsApp's a Meta product. So you set up your WhatsApp channel account number within the Meta Business Suite, and then you generally connect a third-party piece of software to run it. And that third-party piece of software connects with the Meta Business Suite, and that's where you run your messaging from. And what that allows you to do is to you can do basic messaging, and you can have live chat type of situation, but you can set up really advanced and really interesting automations. So we call them flows. We set up message flows. So for example, if someone is promoting an event, they can come into WhatsApp, they can get the first message with the information, they can then click through. There will be a choice of buttons that they can click. Depending on what button they choose, they will then get served up a appropriate response. It's like a flow chart in the back end. So we build this complicated kind of flow chart. Depending on what route people go down, they get served the relevant messages.
Okay, like a customer journey.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a customer journey, but it's really tailored to what you're. So I kind of say it's a bit like a choose your own adventure story. Go down a different route. So we create those routes in the background, and then we create really interesting things like if people click on a link but don't book, if we've set up an integration with a booking system which is via our software, then they then get a follow-up message half an hour later. We saw you try. Do you need any help? Did you still want to book? So you've got those nudges and those tweaks. If they didn't click to book, again, they might get a different follow-up message, which might be, did you still want to book, or can we help you further, or is this so really depending on what people do and don't do, they get nudges and little follow-ups to make it helpful for them every step of the way. And then once they've then gone through, so they might have gone through that initial process of maybe booking a ticket or booking a call or booking onto an event, then you've got the piece of once they're actually a customer or once they're at an event or that kind of thing, information can get pulled through based on their previous conversation journey, and we can then give them so within the software that we're using, very much like with an email software database, we've got information about their behaviors, we've got tags created about the what we've collected, the data that we've collected, and we can then send information that's only relevant to those people. So what we're not doing is then sending all messages to all people. We're doing like with an email, a good email segmentation program. You're sending messages that are relevant to the right people, and that's why the engagement's high, because you do it in an intentional way.
Because you feel that it's actually personal to you, don't you? Which makes it more relevant. So I suppose what you can do, you could create an event on Facebook, for example, create this event on the Facebook platform, and then it would link then through the Meta Business Suite through to WhatsApp, and you can start those sequences. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you bring them through. You have a reason for them to come into WhatsApp. The key thing is, and this is one of the reasons why it's such an engaged channel and so useful, is because people have to opt in to get the WhatsApp messages. Now, as much as that's a barrier in one way, it's also a really, really good thing, because it means that the people who are coming in are actually wanting the messages from you.
Yeah.
And as much as some people use it in a way they shouldn't, and they might import data in and just send messages, if you do that, your channel will get banned by Meta, because that's not what it's designed for. They don't want it to be used like that. So having people actually come in via a link or opt in, give their number and say, yes, I'm happy for WhatsApp message, and the fact they can opt out any time. And even if they opt out any time, they can come back in at a time of choosing. So we have people who come to events, they'll use WhatsApp for communication for the event, they'll then opt out, and then they come back in next time they're coming to that event. So they can control that communications as well. Which is really helpful.
Yeah. You've got a little video actually, haven't you? Would that be a good time to show it as a little example?
Yeah, well, this is an example actually of how, so one of the things we do as well is that like I was talking about, nurturing people, bringing people in, they kind of opt in for a reason, they come for a reason into your WhatsApp channel, and then you give something back, and then you have that nurturing conversation, and that's where the magic happens. And one of the ways that is really good to do this is using competitions. So this video here, I'll play it and I'll just talk through. In fact, I'll just pause it for a second and explain the background behind it. So this was for a hotel, and they launched a competition so they did the competition on Instagram, Facebook. They also sent it out on email, and they had physical QR codes around their site.
Yes, I saw this actually.
So you have a multi, you could go in from multiple places in terms of it, to the competition. But the real big success was from Instagram. So when people commented on the Instagram post, they then got a message in their DMs saying, go into WhatsApp here. This was all automatic. Go into WhatsApp here to complete your entry. And they then clicked on it, took them into WhatsApp, and you can see here, this is what happened. So they got given information. They said, yes, I want to enter the draw. And they then get told they're entered into the draw. What then happens is they then get a follow-up before you go with some information, asking them initially to share it. Incidentally, we had 37% of people share it from WhatsApp with other people, just by making it really easy for them to share with their friends.
So did they share it on WhatsApp or through Instagram?
Yeah, on WhatsApp. So
WhatsApp.
So copy and paste, forward it to a friend.
Yeah.
That friend then just enters dead easily. We had 2,000 people come in, just over 2,000 people come into this from Instagram.
Brilliant.
What then happens is they then got a follow-up message saying, by the way, while you're here, have you seen about this event that we're running? They can then go, yes, show me, and then they can go and have a look through.
Or maybe later.
Maybe later, exactly. what then happens is once the competition is drawn, everyone who entered the competition gets a message saying it's today. The competition's been drawn. Spin the wheel to see if you've won. People then go through little chat sequence like this. So spin the wheel. If they've won, great. It'll say you've won. Here's your details. If they haven't won, it will then say, sorry, you haven't won. However, we've got a special offer for you as a thanks for entering. And it will take them into something like this again, where it's giving them either information about an event, a special offer, joining a VIP club, whatever it might be.
Yeah.
We've done it before where people have had discounts sent to them as a thank you for entering the competition. And what you find is the click-through rate. So on this particular campaign, the click-through rate from that competition message was 70%.
Right.
Well, I think it was 72 actually. It was slightly over 70.
Yeah.
You never get that on email. Can you imagine sending
No.
an email and getting 72%?
I think a good open rate's about 5%, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's
something like that.
But the open rates are over 90%, but the click-through rate of 72%.
Really good.
And that is so good is because it's relevant. People have come in and they want the information because it's relevant and they've asked for it and they're opted in. So, and then all of this information here that you can see, if we sort of go back on this video, you can see it's captured information about them. We can get all kinds of information here, ask some questions. I mean, this is great for feedback surveys, things like that. All that information is pulled into the software, into a spreadsheet as well, and then can be used for future use with, again, targeting those people in a relevant way.
And pop it into your CRM, I assume.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's just so powerful. As a channel, what you can do, that this is just kind of the tip of the iceberg, but something simple. So if you want to start with something simple, something like a competition, if you run competitions or those kind of lead gen, if you do exhibitions, trade shows, things like that, rather than capturing people's emails, get them into WhatsApp in this way, and you'll find the nurture possibilities are so much more powerful.
Yeah. No, I mean, it is really quite amazing, because I think as well, because it's automated, isn't it? Obviously it takes a bit of time setting up, which is where you guys come in and help set it all up. But once it's set up, it's all automated, isn't it? Because it happens in the background.
Exactly.
It's nurturing those potential leads, people who are genuinely interested, and I think that's really important, isn't it? Genuinely interested because they've got to opt in.
Exactly. And then you still have an option to go through to a person. So it's not about it being created as 100% automation either, because that wouldn't work just on its own.
No.
People always have questions, and there's always people who want that. And that's fine. So then it goes through and then it gets organized, and the live chat agents, either we do some for our clients, or the client's team themselves get notified there's a message, they jump straight on, bam, and they're really responsive, rather than an email that they might get a day later, and by that point often the window of opportunity is gone.
They've lost interest.
It's capturing that immediacy of opportunity, really.
I mean, this is just, it really is, if you're a business, you're using social media on a regular basis, you can link this up to Facebook, Instagram ads, can't you? And get it to work through those, or you can just do it through your posts.
The opportunity with lead ads, if you run any kind of lead ad campaign, but the engagement level of using WhatsApp instead of sending them an email is like through the roof.
And also, when you're on Instagram and Facebook, manually sending people messages is just hard work. And actually, you've got to be careful on Facebook, because you're not supposed to message people directly from a business page. And, if people interact with your page, if they decline that, you can soon get flagged up as spam. But actually, using the WhatsApp platform is a surefire way of doing it the way Meta, Facebook, Instagram want you to do it. And they're opting into it as well, aren't they? So
exactly.
No, it's a really brilliant opportunity for capturing people on your social media who you wouldn't even know potentially were even looking at your posts. You don't know who they are, but you're actually lifting them off the platform. No, that's brilliant, Helen. Really useful. Thank you for that little little demo.
Yeah.
I will. Is there anything else you want to share with us? I know you've got some. You've got. I'll share in the. I'll share your website.
I think one of the best ways for people to really understand how it works is to go in and see it. So have a play yourself, because once you see it, you're like, oh my goodness, this is cool. I get it. So yeah, you can go through. There's a demo that I think you're sharing a link for, so people can go in. They can do that. Actually, go through it on their phone, see how it works. They can also then get a resource for like 10 ways to use WhatsApp in your business, kind of free PDF there as well, and go through some other demos for how it can be used for different types of purposes. So just have a play with it and see how it might be relevant to your business, really, I would say. And just thinking about communications in a different way, it's just it's something that every business should be doing.
Yeah, no, that's brilliant. Well, I've popped the link in there. So again, there's a free little demo if you want to have a play with it yourself. Just click on that link and download that. And I think you've got a PDF as well showing how all the different ways, because it's not just useful for events, it's useful for really any sort of large scale marketing campaign that you want to do with volumes. Yeah, so that's great. Well, thanks for joining us today, Helen. And for those of you who have not heard about the Social Flock, which is my social media support group, where we come together each week and we write our posts online on Zoom together in our accountability groups, I will share the link in that, because we've got exciting news. The group only opens 3 times a year, and it's opening again on the 1st of May. So if you want to become a member along with Helen and learn how to use social media that you can then tap into WhatsApp to, get loads of visibility on social media, then do come and join the flock. So I shall pop some details in the chat. But if you've got any questions from today and you're watching this on catch up, please do just comment below and myself or Helen will come back and answer those. And thank you once again, Helen. That was really insightful. And yes, WhatsApp, huge, huge opportunity. So yeah, thanks for joining me today and telling us all about it.
See you again.
See you later.